Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures. 80,000 it holds. We are just getting started. Now it's Havertz.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Dembele is herring after that one.
And he was alert to it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Rabiot.
Doué. And it's Ødegaard.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Koundé, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's in a great position here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, some tackle that. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Doué. Dembele has it in a wide position. Eze.
Arsenal definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to
tries one from range. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He's having a shot! Goal! France! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Good-looking ball. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Shoots! Koundé. He's gone forward. Probing pass. No luck with that dink over the top. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
Saka. Ødegaard. Fofana producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Gyökeres. And here's Havertz.
And he's got the beating. Havertz!
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Ødegaard, looking for the run. Can he finish? It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. That's going in strongly.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Mbappe. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And they've switched it over to the other side. And it's half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 24.
Arsenal get the ball rolling in the second half. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Koundé is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now he's off and running. And it's Eze. Calafiori looking to pass their way up the pitch. That has been slung wide. France different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Calafiori. No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Rice. Eze. Dembele currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314 spettatori.
Now it's Eze, and he's managed to get free.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Eze. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. France are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Koundé running with intent. Mbappe.
That was lovely, that.
He's picked his way through. Great defending, strong and determined. Calafiori did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 8.
France can make their change now with a break in play. Chouameni, who got amongst the goals, is being taken off now.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though. There's no obvious sign of injury or fatigue.
Tries to play it through. It's a threatening... And a chance! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Arsenal leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 26.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. France are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Looking to play him in. Neatly clipped into space. Corner number 2 then. That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Knocks it into space. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their...
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Saliba has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. And the shot! Goal! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Arsenal go up by 2 and are looking good.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Saliba calmly anticipates. Shot could be... Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Shot at goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. How very smart. He just got it right.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from it.
Tries a shot! Mbappe looking sharp there.
OK, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach.
Olise. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! And they are right back within touch! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration Voila.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? That is Genduzi has given away a free kick.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 6.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 25. Attenzione alla sostituzione.
Martinelli on a serious charge here. Oh, that's fabulous.
And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
Great vision. He's through here.
And this is Dembele.
He has found the way through.
No unnecessary.
And that will be it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
France desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues.
Great chance!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. And that's played in low. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
And it's Fofana. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for options for movement. That's a little off target. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Gabriel. Rice. Ødegaard. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Nicely weighted ball. Thuram. Rice. Gabriel. And it's Ødegaard. Now it's Saka. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Mbappe. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's Tchouaméni. Hernandez. Oh, he's played it in low. And that is well cleared.
Arsenal definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Koundé clears without hesitation. Hernandez gets it away. France have the chance to go the other way. Oh, nicely intercepted. That'll be a throw-in. He's found a way through. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Threads one in. This is Dembele. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Calafiori. Saliba. Ødegaard. He's shifting through the gears here. Plays it in low.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Fofana. Here's a chance! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, what has happened here? Crossed into the box. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Ødegaard. Nice looking ball. Nicely worked. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
France really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Gyökeres. It's a pretty loose pass. Dembele might just make this. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rabiot. And the keeper's got it again. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Eze. Fofana makes a move down the right. Now it's Mbappe. Gabriel kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rice. That's destined for the flank.
There they go, hunting again.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Ødegaard. Gyökeres. And it's Rice. So a temporary halt to the action. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. France up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
France can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. France leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Fofana is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
That's a sharp pass.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Fofana. It's gone for a throw-in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Fofana. That's a good run down the left. Ødegaard. That's an imaginative pass. Can he get onto this? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Dembele looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Arsenal looking to get level. A formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Mbappe! And this is Dembele. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, usually you're going to get punished.
Looking for the run. Dembele receives it in a wide position. Oh, good climb! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he was quick to react. Thuram. Eze, Havertz. Eze. It's a goal kick.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 14.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Numero 10. Numero 9. Numero 8. Lasciano il campo per il numero 6. Il numero 25.
Merino.
Il numero 24. Il numero 12. Il numero 18. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Rice. And here's Saka. He's in a great position here. Koundé. And it's Doué. Ball played for Dembele. And it's Koundé. Timber kept his eye on it, and he's there. Hernandez. Half an hour gone in the second half. Camavinga. This looks promising. And it's Conte. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Can he get it through?
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that's going to be a booking. Arsenal have opted to make another change here. Now, can they get him away? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Gyökeres, Trossard, cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's picked his way through.
He'd be disappointed with that.
Hernandez. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go for it.
He's having a shot! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Arsenal found the way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question. How long is there left, including stoppages?
Zubimendi. Arsenal clearly now in lead preservation mode.
Arsenal really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here. Yeah, the opposition have to come and chase it, so it might just allow a counter-attack or two.
Oh, that's fabulous. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Engages and forces him off the ball. Trossard. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, can he get onto this? Nkapie makes the interception. Oh, easy pickings there. Zaire Emery. Now it's Camavinga. And he's worked it through. He has a look up. And that was very necessary. And that's that. France played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Things really are sizzling here in Milan. The San Siro provides the perfect backdrop to the excitement which will follow. So things are... Goes for a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Saka. He's picked his way through. Tries to cross.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Now it's Havertz. That is Gyökeres! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Dembele is herring after that one. Eze. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the midfielder Youssouf Fofana is someone who's been very impressive, Peter. I'd say he adds something new to that number 6 role in that He's not someone who limits himself to just anchoring the midfield. He's happy to dribble the ball from back to front, trying to take players out of the game. He's actually very good at it too.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Applies the finish! Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. No, that's been intercepted. Rice. Saka. Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Mbappe.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he get it through? And here's the chance to counter. And he's managed to gift it back. Koundé. Now Saliba. And it's Fofana. Nicely weighted ball. Saliba cuts out the pass.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Saliba unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Hernandez. Floated through, thinks about the shot. Saliba. Ødegaard. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's clever. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Saka. Timber. Timber powering forward here. He's a sharp little ball here. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Rabiot. Hernandez. Timber has got himself a free kick. Ødegaard. And it's Timber. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely worked. And this is Dembele. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for the run. Great ball if he can get there. Eze. And that brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. And we are back underway.
France are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Now it's Eze. Eze. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Eze. Fofana. Spread out to the left. Koundé. Chouameni. To Rabiot. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well, that pass isn't the best. That's an imaginative pass. Dembele is in a really good position out wide. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Dembele! Real chance! It's in! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Arsenal really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
France have fired themselves in front.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Now it's Saka. And here's Eze.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Threads one in. Thuram in acres of space out wide. And that is out of play. Saka. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think...
Chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
Out for a throw. Defending was strong and firm. Now that looks a decent ball. Rabiot. Nicely intercepted. Calafiori. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Fofana going forward. And he was alert to it. Ødegaard looking for options for movement. Dembele being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Knocks it into space.
France surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Havertz. And it's Eze. Can he get on the end of this? Gyökeres is flagged offside.
sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 8.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Numero 26. Numero 10. Lasciano il campo per il numero 6. Il numero 3. Il numero 19.
Zubimendi.
Il numero 18.
Looks a foul. Yep,
Il
referee's
numero
given it.
24. Attenzione, un
The
cambio.
referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now, can they get him away? Engages and forces him off the ball. France still ahead by the game's only goal. Guendouzi. That's been cut out, well played. I think we're just about done here. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Merino tries to play it through. And he's got away, takes a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Merino.
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Digne. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Doué. And it's Guendouzi. That is good alertness.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Thuram taking in the accolade. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Things really are sizzling here in Milan. The San Siro provides the perfect backdrop to the excitement which will follow. We are just getting started.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Hernandez gets into a good position. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Threads one in. Great vision. Oh, well played. It's run loose here. That's the throw. And he can thump it away. He's a sharp little ball here. Ambitious ball here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, the midfielder Yusuf Fofana is someone who's been very impressive, Peter. I'd say he adds something new to that number 6 role in that he's not someone who limits himself to just anchoring the midfield. He's happy to dribble the ball from back to front, trying to take players out of the game. He's actually very good at it too.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Now it's Turan. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Now that looks a decent ball. Upamecano did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Saliba. Oh, can he get onto this? Arsenal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Ødegaard tries to play it through. He's found a way through. Shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Can he get on the end of this? Not a hint of offside here. Ødegaard finds himself offside. Well read, nice interception. Saka, he's got away.
Arsenal always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Saliba, and he's being shifted off it. Tries to pass it. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Arsenal! And there is your opener. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Rice. And it's Timber. Now it's Odegaard. Saka wants to run onto this.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Fofana. Now it's Fofana. He came in hard, very hard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Nicely shaped ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was...
Oh, given away! That's been cut out, well played. Thuram going after that. Now, what about a counter-attack? Played out wide. And the referee has signalled for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. France currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we get things going again.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Eze picks it up out wide. Oh, that was vital. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Saka. Now that's well seen too. It's loose here and they'll want to reclaim it. Opts to play it back. Dembele.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Spread out to the left. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Gabriel has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
Eze. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Thuram. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, super find. France still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Oh, easy pickings there. Dembele being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.113 spettatori.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Fofana. Defending was strong and firm.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Aims beyond the defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Eze. Rice. Gyökeres has found the net here, of course. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's shifting. Real chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Dembele. Oh, strongly challenged there. He's on it. Can he get away? Rabiot. Thuram. Just about up to 75 minutes. Dembele looking to receive it in space. Eze. And that is a little undercooked. Traoré.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 14, numero 26, numero
Gabriel,
8, numero
Zubimendi.
9, numero 4.
Gabriel,
Lasciano il campo
some
per
intricate
il
passing,
numero
looking
6,
to progress the
il
ball.
numero 11,
No, he's
il
not
numero
getting past him
24,
there.
Il numero 12, il numero 15. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Oh, he's taken it. Kolomuani. Kamavinga. And claimed it back swiftly. Played into space. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Can he get it through? Nicely weighted ball. Nice interception, well timed. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good take in a good area.
Arsenal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Mbappe. Doué. Takes a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Beautifully weighted. And he's undercooked now. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. The whistle's gone and the game is over. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge.